If you want to win, stop needing to win. Why do I call myself the indifferent trader? The reason why is because you need to move with indifference when it comes to the markets. When you're trading and it comes to the markets, you need to move with indifference. Now, obviously, I haven't always had this mindset. There was points where when I started trading that I was trading with emotions. I was over trading. I was trading with greed. I was blowing accounts. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that. If you've been in trading long enough, you've blown accounts. If you've been in trading long enough, you've had FOMO. If you've been in trading long enough, you have lost money, right? You have did things the wrong way, right? And I wouldn't really necessarily even say the wrong way, because I'm not going to sit here and say things are wrong or right. I'm just saying things that actually work in your favor. So bringing indifference into the market is going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you in the short term, because you're not acting out of greed. You're not acting out of fear. You're not just being impulsive and hopping into trades, not knowing where they're going, not having a plan. And the reason why I'm sitting in front of you and telling you this is because that's who I was. That's what I was doing, right? Hopping in and out of trades. Literally, I would hop in a trade. I'll see it come down a little bit, hop out the trade. Hop back in the trade, hop out the trade, you know? And those are things that will blow your account over time, because if you're losing $1 here, $1 there, $5 there, $5 here, before you know it, your capital is just getting cut down, because you're continually hopping out of those trades and not giving them time to run. Not only that, is the biggest reason why people don't approach the markets with indifference is because they don't have a plan, right? And if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, especially with the markets. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, because you're pretty much blind, right? You're not approaching the markets with a sound mind. You're not approaching the markets with a plan. If you have a plan, you're going to approach the markets with that much confidence, with that much certainty that the trade might go in your favor. Understand, when it comes to being indifferent, this wasn't something that was created overnight. I didn't think about this overnight. It happened over a period of time because of so much failure, so much losing, understanding that, man, I have to be indifferent. That's why I took on the identity as becoming and being an indifferent trader, because that's what you have to do with these markets. You cannot approach these markets with emotion, because you'll get to the point where you let the markets affect you so much that you can't literally live your regular life. You're just worrying about them so much. And understand that it's not the markets that's the problem. The market is not the problem. You're the problem, right? Always understand that. And if you understand that you're the problem and you realize that, you take responsibility for your actions and the way you've been approaching things, then you also can understand that you're the solution as well. Because no one's coming to save you. You can only save yourself. You're going to be the one who's going to get yourself out of that situation. But you have to reframe your mind. And that's why the only thing I could think of, right, was we have to be indifferent. If you're indifferent in business, you'll tend to do better business. You'll tend to be a better negotiator. If you're indifferent in your relationships, you'll tend to have better relationships, because you're not being emotional all the time. Now, I'm not saying you can't be emotional. What I'm saying is you only move with emotion when it serves you. And in trading, unfortunately, emotions do not serve you because the markets don't care about your emotion. The markets don't care if you lose or win. The market just is going to do what the market does. You just have to make a decision that regardless of what the market does, I am going to react to it and understand that the market is not out to get me. I just need to be wherever direction the market's going, I just need to be going in the same direction. That's literally what your mindset should be. It shouldn't be, oh man, they're trying to hit my stops again. Oh man, I could just never win, blah, blah. The markets don't care about that. Like, you can cry and complain all you want, but you have to approach the markets with the mindset of, regardless of what the market does, I will not let it affect me. I will not let it affect my plan. Understand that indifference gives you power, right? It's not apathy, it's power, right? You're gonna execute your edge. You're not gonna marry trades. You don't marry trades. Like, if you had one bias and then you see something and you know you're gonna have to switch your bias, you're not gonna say to yourself, no, but I wanted it to go up, so I'm gonna take it up. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take price up. No. Regardless of what you think, if you see the market doing something and you know it's most likely, because we deal in probabilities here, right? Most likely, what I'm seeing, I know the market will probably go the opposite of what I thought it would do. You're gonna not marry your trade and change your analysis and do the exact opposite. Do whatever serves you, do whatever is making you money, not what you feel like doing. Because that's the number one problem. People move and do things based on how they feel. No, we deal in probabilities, right? We deal in what's most likely to happen. We don't worry about our feelings, because our feelings will get us into trouble. Our feelings will lose us money. When you trade in probabilities, when you trade your plan, you are trading with an edge. And that's the whole point here. Your whole point, your edge is trading your plan, right? That's your edge. Being an indifferent trader is more than just trading. It's about becoming a man that stays grounded, a man and woman that stays grounded, right? You stay grounded. That's the point here. Regardless of what the market does, regardless of what any external outside force does, you stay grounded. You don't move with emotion, right? You don't let your emotions control you. You don't let your emotions control you. That's the biggest thing in the world right now. We let our emotions control us. If you look at the news, you look at what's going on outside, people are letting their emotions control us. Well, that's why I say being an indifferent trader is bigger than just trading, right? It's bigger than just trading. Being an indifferent trader has to do with life in general. In the gym, right? On the charts, in your life, in your relationships, you stay grounded no matter what. If you want peace, if you want to prosper, learn to be indifferent, right? Sometimes you have to brush things off, and literally that's how it is. And I understand that most people don't have, some people have a problem with being on the charts 24/7. You got to get out and do other things. That's why you see me. I go out, I run, I work out, I read. I have other hobbies other than just trading all the time, because you have to have other things that you're plugged into that will help you stay grounded. You can't be on the charts 24/7. You have to have a life as well, right? Understand that. Another thing I realized is every time I stay calm, I make better decisions in trading and in life, right? The indifferent trader is, like I said, more than just trading. It's about becoming the individual who doesn't flinch. How do you do that? I share something with you. I learned about this thing called chosen suffering from David Goggins. And he usually takes 1 hour a day. He said you should take 1 hour a day and choose that hour to suffer. And it sounds crazy, but it's like doing something that you don't want to do. As in going out, running 3 miles, 4 miles, going to the gym, doing a crazy hard workout, doing something that gets you uncomfortable for an hour a day. That's how you build that tough mindset, that tough exterior. That's how you build that resiliency. Because when it comes to trading, you're going to need to have that resiliency. If you're tired of being emotional, reactive, and inconsistent, follow me. I'll show you how to be indifferent, disciplined, and deadly.